Hello everyone. You shouldn't have done that. You shouldn't have clicked on this video. But you and like 1,000 individuals, you want to see me do the box and manual reading and review for The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. Here, I have the collector's edition. I actually own 2 copies of this, but this is my more beat up copy. Now, it says it's only for the Nintendo 64 with the expansion pack required. It says see back for info. It's designed for the N64 Rumble Pack. It is for 1 player, and it's rated E for everyone, content rated by the ESRB. Look at the side here, it shows the N64 logo, and as well as The Legend of Zelda's Majora's Mask. It's the same thing with this side, and this side. But this side, you see young Link here on the side. Like I said, this is my beat up copy that's kind of ripped up here. Now, look at the back. We have some screenshots showing how much more grim this title is than Ocarina of Time. I would say this is even more goated. It has the official Nintendo seal of quality. It says for sale, rental, and use only in USA, Canada, Mexico, and Latin America. It says important. Before using your system, carefully read the consumer information and precautions booklet. That didn't even come with this one. So, at least my copy didn't. I think my other copy has it, but I don't really care. I'm not opening it up. It says 100% total recovered fiber, 55% post-consumer content. Please recycle where facilities exist. Check to see if recycling facilities exist in your area. It says for service information, call 1-800-255-3700 or visit www.nintendo.com. It says trademarks of Nintendo of America. Everyone, animated violence is the rating. Up at the top right here, it says official Nintendo Power Player's Guide available at your nearest retailer or to order, call 1-800-255-3700 or visit www.nintendo.com. Shows here the barcode 0 and 5 on the side, and the barcode number is 454968777. The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. Link's all-new epic adventure lands him in the mystical world of Termina, where ever-present clocks count down the hours until a menacing moon falls from the sky above. When his horse and ocarina are stolen by a strange masked figure, Link embarks on an urgent quest to solve the mystery of the moon, save the world from destruction, and find his way back to his peaceful land of Hyrule. Link transforms before your eyes. Over 20 magical masks gives Link powers and abilities he's never had before. Watch him transform into a hapless Deku child, a mighty Goron hero, and a legendary Zora guitarist. Race against time. Characters and events flow with the hours of the day. Set your own schedule and even after time itself in a race to stop the moon and save the world. Even alter time itself in a race to stop the moon and save the world. Panoramic environments. Powered up action battles. Fully interactive characters and events. Experience gorgeous rendered landscapes. Swarms of attacking enemies and a deep engrossing world of wonders with the power of the N64 expansion pack. Nintendo of America. For this game pack to operate, you must have an N64 expansion pack sold separately installed in your N64. This game needs more RAM to run, essentially, because of how goated it is. Now let's open this up. And then we can take out the cartridge here. It's a little, not look fancy, like all 3D-ish. It's gold. And then here's the standard game pack stuff. Put that there. Now, all that's in here is the manual. So, let's put that there. Alright, it says, Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask Instruction Booklet, Nintendo 64. The back, it shows the player guide available, same thing as the front. And then it says, need help with installation, maintenance, or service? Nintendo authorized repair centers. 1-800-255-3700, www.nintendo.com. Suit show information. Look at the color of them pages on the side. Isn't that cool? Alright. Alright, it says, warning. Please carefully read the consumer information and precautions booklet included with this product before using your Nintendo hardware system, game pack, or accessory. This booklet contains important safety information. This official seal is your assurance that Nintendo has reviewed this product and that it has met our standards for excellence in workmanship, reliability, and entertainment value. Always look for the seal when buying games and accessories to ensure complete compatibility with your Nintendo product. The official Nintendo seal of quality. All Nintendo products are licensed by sale for use only with other authorized products bearing the official Nintendo seal of quality. Thank you for choosing the Zelda Majora's Mask game pack for the Nintendo 64 system. Please read this instruction booklet thoroughly to ensure maximum enjoyment of your new game. Keep this instruction booklet and warranty information in a safe place for future reference. And it says, need help with the game? For free automated gameplay tips and news, call Nintendo's power line at 1-425-885-7529. This may be a long distance call, so please ask permission from whoever pays the phone bill. Rather talk with a game counselor? 1-900-288-0707, US $150 per month. Per minute. 1-900-451-4400, Canada, $2 per minute. 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. Pacific time, Monday through Saturday, 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. Sunday. Callers under age 18 need to obtain parental permission to call. Prices subject to change. This product has been rated by the Entertainment Software Rating Board. For information about the ESRB rating or comments about the appropriateness of the rating, please contact the ESRB at 1-800-771-3772. Everyone, animated violence. Now, sorry. Here we have the table of contents here with the Majora's Mask staring at us eerily. Page 2 is about the controller. Page 4 is the prologue. Page 6 is Welcome to Termina. Page 8 is Starting the Game. Page 10 is Saving in the Passage of Time. Page 14 is Tattle and Z-Targeting. Page 16 is Reading the Game Screen. Page 18 is the Basic Controller Functions. 24 is the Masks. 25 is Deku Link's abilities. 26 is Goron Link's abilities. And 27 is Zora Link's abilities. 28 is the Select Item subscreen. 34 is the Quest Status subscreen. 36 is the Map subscreen. Page 38 is the hints. And page 43 is the warranty and service information. And on the side, up here, it says The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. It's pretty cool looking. The Nintendo 64 controller. Control stick function. The Nintendo 64 control stick uses an analog system to read the angles and directions of its movement. This allows precision control that is not possible using the conventional Plus control pad. When turning the control deck power on, do not move the control stick from its neutral position on the controller. If the control stick is held at an angled position, as shown in the picture on the left, when the power is turned on, this position will be set as neutral. This will cause games using the control stick to operate incorrectly. To reset the neutral position once the game has started, let go of the control stick so it can return to its center position, as shown in the picture on the left, then press start while holding down the L and R buttons. The control stick is a precision instrument. Make sure not to spill liquids or place any foreign objects into it. If you need assistance, contact Nintendo Consumer Assistance at 1-800-255-3700 or your nearest Nintendo Authorized Repair Center. Holding the Nintendo 64 controller. While playing the Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask game, we recommend you use the hand positions as shown on the left. By holding the controller like this, you can operate the control stick freely with your left thumb. Using your right thumb, you can easily access the A, B, or C buttons. Connecting the Nintendo 64 controller. To play this game, you must connect the controller to socket 1, located on the front panel of the control deck. If you change the connection during the game, you will need to either press reset or turn the power off to make the connection active. This game is designed for one player, so only one controller is needed. And look at that art of Clocktown right there with Link and then Skull Kid and Link. That's pretty cool. Alright. It says, in the land of Hyrule, there echoes a legend held dearly by the royal family that tells of a boy who, after battling evil and saving Hyrule, crept away from that land that made him a legend. Done with the battles he once waged across time, he embarked on a journey, a secret and personal journey. A journey in search of a beloved and valuable friend. A friend whom he parted ways when he finally fulfilled his heroic destiny and took his place among legends. This game is deep, much more emotional than the other game, Ocarina of Time. Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask, it shows Link. Several months after rescuing Princess Zelda and saving the land of Hyrule, Link set foot into the mysterious world of Termina by chance while in the midst of a new journey. There, Link heard a frightful rumor that in just 3 days, the moon would fall from the heavens onto that land. And you got Skull Kid. Wearing a mystical mask, he appeared before Link. Hidden within that mask was tremendous power. A power that not even he understood. N64 expansion pack. Is your N64 expansion pack inserted properly? The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask requires the N64 expansion pack. Please refer to the N64 expansion pack instruction booklet regarding inserting and caring for your N64 expansion pack. Note, games that do not require the N64 expansion pack can be played while the expansion pack is inserted in the N64 control deck. You do not need to replace the jumper pack to play such games. Carelessly inserting and removing the N64 expansion pack can cause damage. Here you have the map, Tattle, Link, and Epona there. Along with the map of Termina with the 4 different regions and Clocktown in the middle. Let's see this. It says, welcome to Termina. It's got like a really grim top part right there, panorama. It says, this is a kind of parallel world that is similar and yet different from the land of Hyrule, which was the setting up for the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Termina is a mysterious place, and the people Link meets here may look vaguely familiar at first glance. Clocktown rests at the heart of this world. Heading any direction from there will take you to the mysterious regions beyond. The centerpiece of Clocktown is the Clock Tower. It is the symbol of the town and the center of activity, as the townsfolk are busy with preparations for the annual carnival, despite rumors that the moon will fall from the heavens in just 3 days. Yeah, so they're staying for the carnival even though the moon's gonna fall on the clock tower. It's got Sora Hall, Great Bay, Snowhead, Goron Shrine, Stone Towers, Ikana Valley, Romani Ranch, Woodfall, Deku Palace, and Clocktown. Now it shows Tattle, a slightly overbearing fairy. Tattle is always thinking of her younger brother. She will be the companion that Link will often find himself relying on his adventure. Epona, the faithful young horse that has journeyed with Link throughout his adventures, is taken from him by the Skull Kid. Will Link and Epona ever meet again? This art here says the Deku tribe. The Dekus live primarily in a palace surrounded by the waters that flow from Woodfall. Their king is terribly stubborn and will not permit the people of other tribes to enter his palace. The Goron tribe. The Gorons live in the small shrine east of Snowhead and its steep mountainous peaks. Though used to harsh weather, the Gorons are in the grips of an unusually fierce cold snap. The Zora tribe. Since the tribe lives in water, they are particularly sensitive to environmental changes. The songs of the Zora band, the Indigogos, are popular with people of all races. Oh, sorry. Alright, so starting the game. Properly insert the Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask game pack into your N64 control deck and turn the power on. Do not touch the control stick when doing so. Do not touch then control stick doing so. That is a typo right there. Press start on the title screen to access the file selection screen. Use the control stick to select one of the two files and press the A button to continue to the name entry screen. Alright, and you got the title screen and file selection screen. The data files. You can save your game progress to one of two data files. These save the items you have gotten, the number of heart containers you have, and the notes you've written in your bomber's notebook. See page 10 regarding saving. You got name entry. You can enter a name up to 8 letters long. Use the control stick to select the letter, and then press the A button to enter it. Select the back arrow and press the A button to delete a letter. When finished, select End and press the A button. Alright, and then we have copying and deleting files. To copy a file, select Copy on the file selection screen and press the A button. Then select the file you'd like to copy and press the A button again. Next, select which file you will copy the first one to. If there is no empty file at this time, you will not be able to copy the file you've chosen. You can also choose Erase on the file selection to erase a file. Once you erase a file, its data will be lost and cannot be recovered, so be careful. You got the screenshot there. Alright, options. With the options screen there, the screenshots. It says sound. Choose one of the following sound settings: mono, stereo, headset, or surround. When choosing stereo, headset, or surround, check to be sure that both the left and right audio output cables are properly connected to your TV. Headset. Use headphones for more natural sound. Surround. The surround setting uses sound effects in the game that create the feeling of a 3D environment. You can actually sense distance and direction as you play. With the Dolby surround sound system, you'll feel like you're right in the middle of all the action. Alright. Alright, here we have Z targeting. Change the Z targeting system to switch or hold. Targeting cursor in the screenshot there. See page 14 about Z targeting. Switch. Press the Z button once to make the targeting cursor appear. Press it again to stop targeting. When you first turn the power on, Z targeting is set to this option. Hold. Target only when you hold the Z button. This advanced mode is for those who have mastered using the Z targeting system. Check brightness. If the game screen is dark and difficult to see, use this sample provided to adjust your television's brightness so that 4 levels of darkness ranging from gray to black are visible. After changing the settings, press the B button to save your changes. Alright, here it is. Saving and the passage of time. Time in the game. It's got some screenshots and then the Happy Mask Salesman here. Time flows continuously in the game, except during conversations and when you've paused the game by pressing start. If 3 days, 72 hours pass after starting, the game will end, so be careful. However, you can play the Song of Time on the Ocarina of Time to keep the game from ending. When you play the song, Link will pass through a time vortex and return to 6 AM on the first day. If the game ends, you will have to restart from the last time you saved using the Song of Time. Note, time in the world of Termina flows faster than you might expect. The hours seem to go by in mere minutes. About saving. When you play the Song of Time, your game progress will be saved as you travel back in time. However, while the items you have gotten are saved, puzzles within mazes, see page 37, and other events you have cleared will revert back to their original status, so be careful when saving. Since Link is the only one who travels through time, the other characters in the game will not remember meeting him. When you want to save your game and quit playing, play the Song of Time and wait until Dawn of the First Day appears on your screen before turning the power off. The next time you play, you can continue your game from that point. If you turn the power off without saving, you will continue from the dawn of the first day from the last time you saved. You can also temporarily save game progress using the interrupt save feature explained on page 12. when life energy reaches 0. When you take damage and your life energy meter runs out, you will be returned to the entrance of the area where you lost all your life energy. At this time, you will restart with only 3 hearts, regardless of how many heart containers you have. And here we go. Yeah, playing the Song of Time, it's right A, down, right A, down. Playing the Song of Time, you'll always be returned to 6 a.m. of the first day. Your game progress data will be saved. Note, there are some things in the game that can be saved and some that cannot, so timing your saves is very important. So you get the first day, 6 a.m., 24 hours to 6 a.m. on the second day, which goes to 6 a.m. on the final day, and 6 a.m. After the final day is game over. Restart the game from the last time you saved. Things that can be saved: masks, see page 24. Instruments, the hookshot, etc., see page 29. Songs and items on the quest status screen, see page 34. Notes written in your notebook, see page 35. Maps, see page 36. Dungeon maps and compasses, see page 37. And rupees deposited at the bank. Things that cannot be saved: cleared maze puzzles, sub-events, conversations with people we've met, etc. These all return to their original status, see page 33. The number of usable items you have, see page 30. Small keys, big keys, and stray fairies, see page 37. The rupees in your wallet. The opening. When the game opens, Link does not have the Ocarina of Time. You cannot save the game without it, but you will definitely have an opportunity to get the Ocarina of Time before time runs out. Don't give up hope. Alright, it says the interrupt save feature. In addition to playing the Song of Time to save your game, you can also use the interrupt save feature to interrupt your game. Save all your current tasks and quit playing. Your current status, including all masks, items, conversations, and the time of day will be temporarily saved until the next time you play. Once you continue that game, though, the save status will be lost, so after continuing your quest, be sure to save again using the Song of Time. If you just turn the power off without saving again, you will have to restart from the last time you saved using the start of Song of Time. Got Link here. Saving with the interrupt save feature. To temporarily save your status until the next time you play, visit one of the owl statues. Hit the statue with your sword if you haven't already done so. Then press the A button to check it. After carefully reading the instructions, choose yes and press A to interrupt your game and save your status. Wait until the title screen appears before turning the power off. Otherwise, your data may not be saved. After saving and quitting, an owl mask will appear besides the save file on the file selection screen. When you select that file and press the A button, the day, first, second, or third, and time of day that the file was saved will be displayed. To continue playing, simply press the A button. After continuing, be sure to save using the Song of Time before you quit. Alright. It's got Tattle and Z targeting. Tattle is the fairy. Tattle the fairy is your constant companion. She'll teach you the weaknesses of your enemies and give you hints to help you through your quest. If Tattle hides in the folds of Link's hood, you can call her out by pressing A while standing still, but only while Link or Zora Link. It shows a standard game screen here, and then Z targeting screen when you press Z when the targeting mark appears. The Tattle icon. When Link approaches an object that Tattle can explain, Tattle will fly in the direction of the object. A targeting mark will then appear above the object. If you press the Z button, Link will face Tattle, and the object will be surrounded by the targeting cursor. This is called Z targeting. While Z targeting, the Tattle icon in the top right corner of the screen may blink. Press up at this time to listen to Tattle's voice. Tattle will tell you about enemy weaknesses and give you hints about your adventure, so be sure to listen to what she has to say. The targeting cursor. When Z targeting is activated, block bands appear at the top and bottom of your screen. Black bands appear at the top and bottom of your screen. When Z targeting, press up and when the Tattle icon flashes to listen to Tattle's advice. Note, the Tattle icon may flash when Z targeting is not activated as well. Since she will give you very important hints at these times, press up to listen to her. Using Z-targeting. You may find that your adventure progresses more smoothly if you use Z-targeting in the following types of situations too. Please see page 23 also. Alright, it says talking to people from a distance. Use Z-targeting to speak to people from a distance. Press A when the person is surrounded by the targeting cursor. Aiming. When shooting devices like the bow, use Z-targeting to aim accurately at your enemy. This is very handy for dealing with fast-moving enemies. Changing the camera position. If you ever find yourself stuck with a poor view during your game, press the Z button. The camera will automatically center behind Link, giving you a better look at your surroundings. See page 17 about other camera positions. When there was more than one possible target, press Z to switch to the next target. To activate Z targeting, face away from your enemies and press Z again. Got some screenshots. The targeting mark colors. Yellow, up. Find out enemy weaknesses when tattle icon appears. Green, up. Listen to hints when the tattle icon flashes. You got light blue and green. Press A to get information from people or signs. It shows the camera, enemy, Link, camera. While Z targeting, pivot around your enemy. You can pivot around them. When there's no active target, Link moves parallel to the camera moves parallel to Link when you hold Z. Now it shows reading the game screen. The game screen. Life energy. This gauge displays Link's life energy. When Link takes damage, the number of hearts decreases, but energy can be replenished by collecting the hearts that appear after defeating enemies. B button icon. This icon uses words or graphics to show the actions Link performs when the B button is pressed. In most cases, this is the button to press when attacking. The magic meter. This meter displays Link's remaining magic power. It will not be displayed until Link has earned magic power. Got the action icon. All the actions Link can perform by pressing the A button will be listed here. For instance, the speak command will appear here when Link stands in front of a person, or an open will appear when he stands in front of a door. See page 20. C icons. These represent the items currently set for use with the C buttons. See pages 24 and 28. Rupees. The number of rupees, currency, Link is currently carrying is displayed here. Rupees are often hidden under clumps of grass. Clock. The clock displays the day and time in Termina. Map. If Link has a map of his current location, it will be displayed here. The red arrow marks the point of which Link has entered the area, while the yellow arrow marks his current position. Orange dots represent chests. Press L to turn off the map display. Alright, you got reading the clock. The hour display. When the number this number indicates the current time. When it passes one line, it means 1 hour has passed. When 12 hours pass, the sun and moon indicators change. Now you got day display. This displays the current day as the first, second, or final. Minute display. Each time the light passes around the day display, 1 minute passes. Alright, now we have Link's view with some screenshots. The up button. Press the up button during gameplay to change the viewpoint to Link's view, first person perspective. While in Link's view, you cannot move or use items, but you can use the control stick to view your surroundings. You may find Link's view to be particularly helpful in exploring mazes. The subscreens. Press start during gameplay to access the subscreens. The game pauses while you access the subscreens, so time does not pass. Like Gandalf. The subscreens are divided into the 4 areas shown below. Press Z or R to use the control stick to cycle through the screens. Press start again to resume your game. Please see the pages listed below for information about the subscreens. You got the mask subscreen, page 24. When the action icon says info, press A to view an explanation of an item. The select item subscreen, page 28. The quest status subscreen, page 34. And you got the map subscreen, page 36. Move the cursor to the bomber's notebook and press A to confirm appointment times and other information. You do that in the quest status subscreen. Now you get the purple panorama at the top. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, it's hard to see. Okay. Basic controller functions. Link's basic actions. Link can perform the moves explained here when he is not wearing any masks. When Link wears a mask and assumes special new abilities, the controls may change slightly. See pages 25 to 27 for more information. You get the L button. Show or hide the map. Start, access the subscreens, page 17. R button raises your shield. Control stick moves, page 19. The Z button is Z targeting, page 23, and it faces forward. The B button swings your sword, page 22. The A button is the action icon, see page 20. Up changes to perspective, and then down, left, and right uses items. You got Kid Link there. Limits on control. During the game, there may be times where your controls are limited. Buttons that cannot be used will appear transparent. Control stick. The control stick is used mostly to move. Walk/run. Tilt the control stick in the direction you want to move. The speed Link moves at will vary depending on how much you tilt the control stick. It is best to tilt the control stick lightly and walk slowly in tricky ledges. If you hold Z while moving, Link can move forward, back, left, or right while facing forward. You got jump. Run towards the edge of a ledge. If you run towards the edge of a low ledge or cliff, you will automatically jump in the direction you are running. Depending on the height and distance, there may be times where you cannot jump. Swim on the surface. Tilt in the direction you want to swim. Press B to swim faster. You can also press and hold A to dive. The length of time you can dive is also shown in the command part. It shows here the number shows how long you can stay underwater. Zora Link can do amazing things underwater. See page 27. It's pretty cool, ain't it? Basic controller functions. A button, the action icon. The blue icon at the top of the screen is the action icon. The text appearing on the icon changes depending on where Link stands, and it tells you what action Link can perform at that particular time. Press the A button to perform the action shown on the action icon. Alright, you can grab. You can do that with moving up or down with the control stick while grabbing with A. When standing in front of a block, press A to grab it. After grabbing a block, keep holding A and tilt the control stick to move the block in that direction. You got a screenshot there. For drop. When hanging from a ledge of a ladder or ledge, press A to let go and drop to the ground. If you move the control stick without pressing A, Link will climb back up the ledge. Got some screenshots. Link there. Depending on the height, you may be able to use the control stick to make Link climb up some blocks and ledges. Link may or may not be able to climb certain ledges depending on the mask he's wearing at the time, though. You can climb ladders this way, too. Oh my gosh, it's Tingle. Throw in place, up on the control stick plus A after grabbing with A. After pressing a C button to take out a bomb, you can press A to throw the bomb after tilting the control stick and running. If you press A while standing still, you will place the bomb at your feet. Open will show on the action icon when you're standing in front of a door. For chest, you must stand directly in front of the icon to change. Other actions. You have speak. Speak will display on the action icon where you're standing in front of a person. You can also use Z targeting to speak to people from a distance. When a person's conversation continues, next will be displayed. Many conversations contain important information, so continue to the next message only after reading everything someone has to tell you. Check. When Link is able to read signs, check will display. The B button. This button is mostly used to attack. You can swing vertically with Z or the control stick plus B. You can swing horizontally with B or on Z plus the side, left or right with the control stick plus B. You stab with Z plus forward on the control stick and B. You can do a spin attack with spinning the control stick plus B. You can quickly rotate the stick once and press the B button to attack in an arc around you. Hold the B button, then release. You can do this to perform a spin attack, but after you gain magic power, it will use up magic. Alright. And it says, when performing horizontal or vertical swings, press the B button 3 times with just the right timing for a third swing that is much wider. And then you can see all the screenshots there. It shows other battle actions. Jump attack, Z plus A after drawing your sword. The jump attack does twice as much damage as a normal swing, but it will take a moment to move again afterwards. You get the backflip Z and then back on the control stick plus A. The side jump is Z plus left or right on the control stick and then A. Backflips and side jumps allow you to move more quickly than standard movement. They are effective for dodging enemy attacks. Raising your shield is R. Normally, Link will crouch as he raises his shield, but he can also move with his shield raised when Z targeting is activated. You can also change the direction Link guards by tilting the control stick while he is crouched behind his shield. Roll attack, you go forward with the control stick plus A. Press A while running to perform a roll attack. Rolling can have the same effect as raising your shield. It protects you and deflects things that come flying at you. Use Z targeting in battles. By using Z targeting to lock onto your opponents, you will gain a great advantage in battle. For instance, 1. You won't lose sight of your enemy. 2. You can keep your enemy at a distance or close in on it. And 3. Your attacks are more likely to find their marks. See screenshots. Oh, now you got a little green panoramic. Matches the background video. Pretty cool. It says, the masks. A variety of masks can be found throughout the game. Several of these masks actually have the power to change Link's shape when he wears them. As Link's shape changes, he will often be given new, unique abilities. Viewing the masks subscreen. Press start to access the subscreens and open the masks subscreen. The masks can be used in the same way as C items. See page 28. Move the cursor to the mask you want to wear and press left, down, or right to set it. Normal masks. Link can wear these masks, but it will not change his form. These masks and the one on the side here. The mask of various tribes. When Link wears one of these masks, the power of that mask is transferred to him. That's pretty cool art there. Wear the masks often. Trying different masks in different areas of Termina is the key strategy. If you find yourself stuck in your quest, it might be a good idea to try to continue as a different character. When wearing masks, some people may tell you different things when you speak to them while wearing different masks. Even people who are always rude may open their hearts to you when you wear a different mask. See Deku Link there? He's a cool character. It says, controls for Link's altered shapes. Deku Link. Special abilities are use Deku flowers to fly around for a limited distance. Attack enemies by shooting bubbles, magic powers required, and hop across the surface of water a limited number of times. Weaknesses, it is susceptible to fire since it originates from plants. Deku Link doesn't fare well when falling from great heights. Attack. Spin it in a circle to attack enemies. This can also be done while running. That's with the A button. And with the B button, bubble. Attack from the distance by shooting a bubble. Hold B and then release to shoot larger bubbles. On top of the Deku Flower, press and hold A, then release. This is the Deku Flower jump. After burrowing into a Deku Flower, Deku Link can jump midair and fly for a short time. Press the B button during flight to drop Deku Nuts on enemies. You can also sometimes defeat enemies by simply jumping out of a Deku Flower. Water hopping. You move the control stick forward on water. Deku Link can hop across the surface of water 5 times. If you try more than 5, he will sink into the water and will return to the spot he jumped from. Alright, now we got Goron Link here. Looks pretty cool. Special abilities are curl into a ball and roll around. When your body becomes armored, defeat enemies by rolling into them. Magic power is required. While curled, jump up and pound the ground with great force, damaging nearby enemies. Use your might to let loose powerful punches. Use good timing to unleash consecutive blows. 3 stages. Weaknesses. Because of his great girth, Goron Link can't go into deep water and can't handle falling from heights. Curl. Curl into a ball. Tilt the control stick while holding A to roll in that direction. After rolling a short time without bumping into any obstacles, spikes will come out of Goron Link's body, and he will be able to defeat enemies by rolling into them. This consumes magic. The A button. Roll, and then he got spikes for protection. Punch is B. Unleash a mighty, far-reaching punch that is capable of smashing boulders. Press the B button with good timing for a barrage of up to 3 consecutive punches. Pound. Press B while holding A to curl. After curling, jump in the air and strike the ground with tremendous force. Use this attack to defeat surrounding enemies. This is like a ground pound from Mario, kind of. Now you have Zora Link. His special abilities are move through water and along the sea floor at will. Create a barrier of electric current. Requires magic power. Attack with up to 3 swift chops. And shoot arm fins at enemies for long distance attacks. Weaknesses. Because Zora live in water, they are susceptible to both fire and ice. Swim is A in water. Swim swiftly through the seas. Use a control stick to change direction. Dive is B on the surface. Dive into the water. After reaching the seafloor, move around as if it is on land. Attack is B. Attack in Kung Fu style. Time B presses for up to 3 consecutive attacks. Boomerang, hold and release B. Attack the firing fin from each arm. Use Z targeting to home in on your enemy. Zora Link cannot perform other attacks while his fins are flying. You got Barrier. R while swimming, or press and hold R plus B. Generate an electric current, creating a barrier around your body. Use it to defend against enemy attacks too. Magic is consumed while the barrier is in use. Alright, now you have a yellowish panorama. And color. I think that's the last color, actually. The select item subscreen. As Link continues his quest, he will collect a wide array of items from treasure chests and mazes. Items can be set and used with either left, down, or right. In order to complete the quest, you will need to match these items and use them in different situations you will face. Left, down, right, viewing the select item subscreen. Press start to access the subscreens. Items that can be set to left, down, or right will be displayed on the screen shown below. Magic arrows. These bestow special abilities on the arrows you shoot with the hero's bow. They consume magic when fired. Bottles. Only the bottles you currently have will be displayed. You can carry a maximum of 6 bottles. Event items. Items contained in a variety of special events will be displayed here. You can exchange some items during the course of your adventure. When you play the Song of Time, any event items you have will be lost. Setting the sea items. Press start during your adventure to access the subscreens. Press Z or R to display the item select subscreen. Use the control stick to move the cursor to the item you wish to use, and then press the left, down, or right button to set the item. The button you pressed to set the item becomes the button you will press to use the item. In this game, Link will use masks to assume the role of many different characters. See page 24. Among the many items are some you'll use while wearing a particular mask. Items cannot be used when wearing a particular mask are shown in black and white. See pages 30 to 33 about specific items. Alright. C. Item introductions. Items shown with a number beside them on the select item subscreen or on the C button icons in the top right corner of the screen are ones which have limited use. You can replenish these items by collecting them when they appear after you defeat enemies, but each of them have a maximum number you can carry at once. The number is shown in green when you have reached the maximum. For some items, you may be able to increase the maximum limit. The face icons beside an item name indicate when Link can use the items. Ocarina of Time. You got the face icons of Link, Deku Link, Goron Link, and Zora Link. Use this item to play songs you learned throughout your adventure. If you play them as you were taught, you can cause a wide variety of effects. However, some songs may not have any effect unless played in a particular place or for a particular reason. When Link uses Max to change shape, his instrument changes shape as well, but the effects of the song remain the same. Check songs you have learned at any time on the quest status subscreen. See page 34. Playing the ocarina. Set the Ocarina of Time to one of the C buttons and press that button to play it. Press left, up, down, right, and A to play notes on the ocarina. If you play the notes of a song you have learned in the proper order, the song's full melody will play. Play with these 5 buttons. High D, A, B, D, F. That's what they call them. It's weird. Playing special notes. These notes will not have any particular effect on your quest, but they do allow you to play a wide range of notes. R, raised notes of half an octave. Z is lower notes half an octave. Analog stick down is lower full octave. Analog stick up is raise a full octave. And left and right is vibrato notes reverberate. These are all the screenshots here you can look at. Pretty cool. Alright, with the select item subscreen page here, you got all the items here. You have Deku Nuts, can be used by Link and Deku Link. Deku Nuts release a blinding flash when thrown on the ground, stopping enemies in their tracks. They don't affect all enemies, though. Deku Sticks can be used by Link. These are longer than your standard sword, and you can swing them at enemies, but they break very easily. If you put their ends to flames, you can use them to light fires. Bombs can be used by Link. Press the C button once to lift bombs above your head, and then press it again to either throw them or place them at your feet. Bombs will explode after a few moments and can be used to defeat enemies or knock down walls. Bomb Shoe can be used by Link. Use these in the same manner as bombs, but the second time you press the C button, they will continuously start rolling away. If they hit an obstacle or if time runs out, they will explode. Powder Kegs can be used by Goron Link. These special bombs used only by Gorons are much more powerful than standard bombs. After you set them, they will explode once the fuse burns up. The Hook Shot can be used by Link. This item has an expanding and retracting chain with a hook on the end that can grab onto certain objects, pulling you onto them as the chain retracts. When you aim, a red dot indicates the hook's range. It can be used as a weapon or to grab items in hard-to-reach places. Hero's Bow can be used by Link. That's the bow, and that's the 3 arrows there. Use this to shoot at enemies and switches from a distance. Press the C button once to take out the bow. Press the C button again to set an arrow to the string. When you release the C button, you will shoot the arrow. You can also press and hold the C button once you take out the bow and automatically set an arrow to the string. When aiming, the screen will also switch to Link's perspective, as shown in number 1 screenshot. But when using the bow while Z-targeting, a screen similar to screenshot 2 will appear. If you shoot an arrow while Z-targeting, you are more likely to hit your target. You can see the screenshots there. The magic arrows. In the world of Termina, there are 3 types of magic arrows. When you shoot them, magic will be consumed in units displayed as MP, magic points. When you run out of magic power, the effect of the magic arrows will be lost. The Lens of Truth, which can be used by Link, Deku Link, Goron Link, and Zoro Link. Use this item to see through trickery and deception and to find hidden enemies or reveal fake walls. Your magic will gradually be consumed as you use this item. Replenishing magic power. The green gauge in the top left corner of the screen indicates how much magic power you have. Nothing will be displayed until you earn magic power for the first time after a particular event. When magic power has been consumed, you can replenish it with magic jars or green potions. Magic jars may appear after you defeat enemies, while magic potions can be purchased in shops. You must have an empty bottle to purchase a green potion. See page 32 for details. In magic jars, you have large and small. Large jars will replenish even more magic power. You have empty bottles, can be used by Link, Deku Link, Goron Link, and Zoro Link. You can carry up to 6 bottles at once. You can fill them with things like milk and potions and carry them around until you need to use them. When you have something in a bottle, you can press the C button to use that item. While the bottle is empty, press the button to fill it in with certain items nearby. If you aren't standing near anything that can be put in a bottle, you will just swing the bottle in the air. The potions are red potions, fully replenish your life energy. Green potions, fully replenish your magic power. And blue potions, fully replenish both life energy and magic power. Things to keep in bottles. Most liquids like spring water or potions and small items can be kept in bottles. If you find something, try standing next to it and swinging an empty bottle at it to see if you can keep it. Like bugs or whatever. The pictograph box, which can be used by Link, Deku Link, Goron Link, and Zoro Link. This is the camera used to enter the boat cruise photo contest. Press the C button to take it out and the A button to snap a pictograph. You can only take one photo at a time, but you can retake the photo as many times as you like. You can see that. Press A to take the picture. Look at that little picture there. It's pretty cool. There are other items besides those shown here. Oh, there are other items besides those shown here. Have fun finding them. Alright. And it says event items and trading sequences. You got the moon tier, the title deed, and the other title deed. On the right edge of the select item subscreen, there are 3 spaces where event items will be displayed. As you use the event items you have received or pass them on to someone else, you will see events unfold before your eyes. The sequence of events is called a trading sequence. After clearing a trading sequence, something good will come to you in the end. When you show him the item he wants, he'll give you what you want. Warning: event items cannot be saved. When using the Song of Time to save your game and return to the dawn of the first day, event items obtained in a trading sequence will be lost. The memories of characters who spoke with Link during the trading events revert to their original state, so you have to start trading sequences all over again. That's interesting. Selecting items during conversations. When someone you are speaking to is looking for a particular item, a screen like the one on the right will appear during your conversation. When it does, you can press the C button to show them the item if it is set to the C button. If it is not already set to a C button, you can press Start to access the select item subscreen and set the item. You hear the item is set. The item is not set. Then after setting the item, you see the screenshots. Alright. The quest status subscreen. Viewing the quest status subscreen. This screen shows the equipment you are always equipped with and certain types of items necessary to complete your quest. After receiving Bomber's Notebook, you can check its contents from this screen too. Bomber's Notebook. This is a notebook Link uses to keep notes on different characters he meets throughout his adventure. Conversations with and promises made to these people will be recorded automatically. Pieces of Heart. The pieces of heart you now have are displayed here. When you collect 4, your maximum life energy will increase by 1, and this area will become empty again. Boss masks. Masks gotten from defeated bosses are displayed here. Sword and Shield. The Sword and Shield Link is currently equipped with are shown here. Ocarina Melodies. Check here to confirm the notes of the songs you have learned. You can also move the cursor to the note and press A to listen to the melody. Quiver and Bomb Bag. You'll use these items to hold bombs and the arrows you shoot using the hero's bow. When these get larger, you can carry more bombs and arrows. Let's see the screenshot. Pieces of Heart. Link's life energy is initially only 3 hearts, but as you collect more heart containers, you can increase its maximum life energy. Each time you collect 4 of the many pieces of heart found throughout the terminal, they will combine to form to 1 heart container. Here's a piece of heart and a heart container. When you get a piece of heart or heart container, your life energy will be replenished. You got the Sword and Shield power-ups here. You'll be able to power up Link's Sword and Shield during your quest. When you do, the new Sword and Shield will replace the ones in the quest status subscreen. Alright. Here we go here. It shows Using the Bomber's Notebook. If you move the cursor on the quest status subscreen to the Bomber's Notebook and press A screen similar to the one below will appear. You can use it to confirm appointments and schedules recorded here. Use the control stick to move the cursor to view the details of a person's particular schedule. Link must work hard to make the troubled people of Termina happy. Now here shows the current time. You have the characters. Characters' pictures will be displayed here. As you speak to more people who can be recorded here, the number of faces shown will increase. You can record information for a maximum of 20 people. Schedule. Times you spoke to people or received items are shown. Details. Information about your conversations or items received will be displayed here. This mark is recorded for important conversations, the yellow mark. Blue bars mean that you have that conversation at any time during that period. Tasks you must perform again after saving and returning to the first day will be marked with a gray icon. When you receive an item from a person, this symbol will be shown at the time of day you got it, the bow. And then this green looking face, this symbol will be added after you receive a mask from someone. This badge looking thing, this appears when you have solved the problems of a troubled person. This symbol will be added to the right of that character's schedule information as proof of completion. And these are the little bomber kids. The contents of your Bomber's Notebook are saved when you use the Song of Time, but your conversations with those people are not, so you may have to repeat some of the tasks and conversations. Alright. Now you have the map subscreen. There are two types of map subscreens. When Link is outdoors, a map of the land of Terminal will be displayed. When Link is inside temples or other mazes, a dungeon map will appear. Viewing the world map. Initially, the entire map will be covered in clouds, but as you purchase maps of areas, the clouds covering these areas will lift, revealing that area on the world map. Link's current location. An icon of Link's face appears over the area where Link currently is. Adventure points. When you move the cursor to points you have visited, the name of that place will be displayed. Viewing dungeon maps. When inside mazes, you can view the dungeon map on the map subscreen. The mazes can have very confusing layouts, so check your map if you get lost. If you check rooms you haven't been to yet, a path is sure open. Temple and maze levels. This shows the number of floors. Move the cursor to view the map for a different floor. Stray fairies. The number of stray fairies that you have rescued within that temple will be displayed. Temple and maze items. Items will be displayed here once you get the item. When you get them. You get the location name here. And layout. The layout for the selected floor will be displayed here. The blue rooms are rooms you have visited, and the blinking room is the one you are currently in. Outlined rooms are ones you haven't visited yet. Treasure chests are shown with orange dots. You got Link's level, and then the skull is for the boss room and level. Alright. About temples and mazes. Clearing mazes is one of the major objectives of the game. There are a number of different puzzles and devices hidden within each one. Once you solve those puzzles, these puzzles, collect the items hidden within the mazes and then defeat the bosses that lurk at the end of the areas. You will have cleared it. Once you have done that. Temple and maze items. Map. Use the map to check the layout of all the rooms in the maze and to confirm Link's current position. Even before you get the map, rooms you have already visited will be displayed on the map screen. Small keys. Use small keys to open locked doors. Once you use a small key, it will be lost, but there will be several hidden throughout each maze. You can use small keys only in the mazes you found them in. I don't know why they call them all mazes. Compass. The compass displays in the locations of treasure chests and the location of the boss room. Big key. Use this key to open the door to the boss room. Helping stray fairies. Stray fairies wander about temples and certain other areas. You can confirm the total number in a particular area by checking the map screen. After rescuing all of the stray fairies, you will receive some kind of reward if you take them back to the fairy fountain. The fairies' colors differ depending on where they are found, and you must take them to the fairy fountain of the same color. Finally, if you play the Song of Time to save your game, the fairies you have rescued will not be saved. If you find fairies inside bubbles, burst the bubble to rescue the fairy. In most cases, fairy fountains are located near the temple entrances. Oh, we have another purple panorama here showing hints. This section offers a few hints that should help you in your quest. May your courage and wisdom once again bring peace to Termina. The lives of the Terminians. In the 3 days before the moon falls, the people of Clocktown and the rest of Termina carry on with their daily routines. For instance, preparation for the carnival. The carpenters of Clocktown work on the moon viewing platform in front of the clock tower. As the days go by, the platform grows taller and taller. As you can see, the people of Clocktown will have different actions and activities throughout the 3 days. As you watch them, though, you will see that they will relive actions at the same time on the same day that you first saw the actions. Also, there will be some stores that will only open late at night and others that will change depending on the time of day. You will find that different things can happen at the places you visited when you go back at a different day or a different time. The first day, second day, 10 a.m. and 9 p.m. You get different stuff happening, like different people and all that in the screenshots. Shows the person at the Stockout Inn's reception desk changes depending on the time of day, and some stores have limited hours of operation. Using the Song of Time wisely. Timing your use of the Song of Time is very important. If you time your saves poorly, you will find yourself having to once again solve puzzles that you have already cleared. In particular, be sure to check how much time you have remaining earning new items. Do your best to make the most out of each 72-hour period. By playing the Song of Time, you can simultaneously travel back in time and save your game. See page 10. And it says the basic flow of the game. This game is not solely about action and battling enemies. There are many puzzles and mysteries to solve too. You will find yourself going on many small adventures to solve these mysteries. But if you keep the following tips in mind, you'll surely succeed in your quest. So it's saying you got a lot of side quests. Like, look at that, man. Look at that thing. Talk to the people you meet. You'll get hints and perhaps even help in solving puzzles. Use all of your items. There are objects that can be broken only by particular items, so using items effectively is the key to solving many mysteries. Search all the places you visit. Use Link's view to get a good look of your surroundings. Tattle's hints should also be of help. And take part in as many events as you can. To complete your quest, you'll need certain items that you can get only by clearing particular events. The more events you participate in, the more it will help you. It says, battling against powerful enemies. As you journey, you will cross paths with a wide variety of powerful enemies that will threaten you with a wide array of powers and attacks. The most important thing to do is to remain calm and use Z-targeting. If you press the up button, Tattle may be able to explain your enemy's weaknesses. All enemies have some kind of weakness. You must figure out where to aim and what to attack with. Got some screenshots there as well. More hints. Yeah, more hints. The owl statues and the Song of Soaring. Throughout the world of Termina, you will find mysterious owl statues. When you do something to one of these statues, it will change its shape. When you play the Song of Soaring, which you will learn at some point in your quest, you will be able to warp to areas where there are owl statues. As you explore the world of Termina, you'll find that the Song of Soaring will allow you to travel at distant places in a matter of seconds. Owl statues will allow you to temporarily save your game. See page 12. Owls mark the places you can warp to on this map here that comes up. Sub-events. Some cool art here. Cool art there. There is much more to the world of Termina than simply exploring mazes and battling enemies. As you journey through the land, you'll get caught up in a number of hidden sub-events that aren't directly related to completing your quest. These events will draw you deeper into the world of Termina and give you a glimpse into the lives of its inhabitants. They may even reward you in ways that you do not expect. Track people's schedules with the notebook. Once you receive your bomber's notebook, talk to as many people as you can and keep track of their schedules, and troubles. Since you can save this information, use that as a reference to help you decide when and where and how to take action. You may also be able to receive particular items at several different times of play, so these times will be shown in blue in your notebook. Regardless of when you received an item, an icon will be displayed on each of the appropriate bars, showing when you've gotten an item. See page 35 about the Bomber's Notebook. Alright, now back to red to try to make you scared with the piracy warning here. And here's the warranty and service information. Here you get the blank notes page with Link and Epona. Alright guys, I must say that this is the best Zelda game ever created. Let's put this back in the box here. Put the game cartridge back in. And then put the instruction booklet or manual back in the box. Alright, I would like to thank everyone for embarking with me in this quest to the dark and gloomy world of Termina in this Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask Collector's Edition box and manual reading. You met with a terrible fate, haven't you?